Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run, and it's looking at the camera just tells me that I probably should get a haircut in sometime soon. Anyway, this one's a little bit late, but yeah, circumstances happened. I'll tell you guys about it as I go along during the downtime. But we're gonna be doing Phantom Sealed, and it's Phantom Sealed for Wilds of Eldraine. I believe we have an arena open coming up. That might be why we're getting this late. Usually, it makes no sense to have sealed at this point, or at least we should be getting something along the lines for Shadows Remastered, which is up right now. But hey, sometimes chilled event is just fine, and we'll see. Let's see how chilled this is depending on what we actually open. So let's open Z packs. Probably a good time to let people know that we're gonna get different kinds of packs over time. Also, I believe this is a phantom draft, so we're not actually keeping any of these, which is a shame because Decadent Dragon's very good, Rough Triplets is good, Goose Mother is good. We actually have a very solid green-blue base, though I will note that green-blue probably not the strongest colors, but it's sealed, so we don't exactly have a choice. Let's see what we can make out of it. Good news is our opponents also don't have a choice in the matter. Let's start with the lands. We got one evolve. Oh, that's very small. Hold on. Yeah, so we got one Crystal Grotto, one Evolving Wild, so a splash is possible. We can run the triple green. Artifacts. We got one Candy Trail, one Ginger Brute. Pretty solid. So let's start taking a look at the green. Let's see if we got actual good stuff to go along with it. Because right now, I am concerned. Yeah, I'm very concerned here. So we do have two Root Rider Fawns, so green is most likely going to be our splash color, which is awkward given that we have a Gruff Triplets and a Utopia Sprawl. Those want to be main. But we do have other play options. We do have a Stormkill Vanguard, so this gives us a nice sideboard, nice main deckable sideboard card. So definitely gonna go for it. Elusive Author, that's fine. So cards that now, if we're gonna be looking at the mana value 5 or greater deck, we do have two cards that pay it off. Garruk's Uprising is the third one. That probably wants us to be in green red. I think blue also has a few of those cards. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's mana cost check, so blue also has a bunch of those cards. So if we take a look at blue, I am okay. There's a curiosity, but I am legitimately concerned, and I'll show you guys why. So first, let's do the greedy green-blue play, and the value 5, feature power 4. Though technically, this one fits more with red. So let's say we go with that. Oh, we even have triple Sky Beast Tracker, so a bit awkward there. And also, we could go green-white. We have double Sir Armont, that's actually fine. But I'll show you what it looks like if we do go green-blue. We can even splash for this. Extraordinary Journey is fine. Kindred Discovery, not so much. Yeah, we'll be forced to play a lot of subpar creatures just to fill out the deck and not die right away. As it is, this one looks very uninspiring. Like, we got two. Gadrick's First Duel can curse someone. The Miniature Witch can curse someone, but we need to have something to sack. Though we do have to return to the Wilds for that. Let's see. Probably have to play a bunch of these. I probably want one up the Beanstalk also. And one into the Fate Court as well. It would look something like this, which looks very uninspiring. Even if we say add the Evolving Wilds to make that fit. Let's take a look at our other colors. I really want to push the green if I can. The blue, not so much. Also, we do have a potential for a white splash. Though again, lacking Prophetic Prisms hurts us quite a bit. We also don't have the Scarecrow as well, so that hurts us. And actually, looking at our white, we have a Grasp of Fate, so that's one removal card. Hopeful Vigil is fine. 2 copies of Sir Armont is kind of nice. It's fine with the High Wielder. Financier is never been that playable. We do have an Immodane's Recruiter, which is nice, but area interference. Let's take a look at the two colors we haven't been looking at. Maybe there's some good gems there. No Candy Grapples, but we do have good remove. We have decent removal. One Feed the Cauldron, one Taken by Nightmares. That's our removal. That's our good removal. Shatter the Otis on the expensive side. We do have a solid fairy lineup. Like yeah, between the two Dream Thieves and the, we actually have a very solid black base. We might actually just go with black at this point. Probably don't need to go all in on the Grim Search. Sugar Rush is fine. Hopeless Nightmare, not exactly bargaining, though we do have a Grim Search here. We have a Decadent Dragon that's also pretty neat. So let's take a look at our red. And our red's even better. We got that one cut in, two Torch the Tower. I guess we are playing one rare at least. We could still splash white for Recruiter. Recruiter is pretty good in that sense. It's also a Ratcatcher trainee. The Bruiser, Grabby Giant's playable. Bruiser not so much, but there is an argument for playing it. Let's see. Yeah, we actually have a much better. We actually have a much better black-red deck than if we tried to force everything else. Like Scream Puff is fine. Taking a look at blue, what are our fairies? Because we do have quite a few fairy payoffs. One Prankster, two Sprites. The Tread by Click is nice. It's a shame we got Abira and Likeness Looter. Those are two good ones. Likeness Looter copying Decadent Dragon is gonna be a big deal. But with only an Evolving Wilds to fix our mana, is it worth it? Also, let's see if we can. We're actually at 14 and 7 now, so we can even go. We can even go this split and just add more black cards. Oh, I think we probably add the Edgewall pack. Merry Bards. 14 and 8. A Grim Search would be, well, it's just card draw. That doesn't really help us that much. Sugar Rush is fine. No, wait. We can always sneak in a Ginger Brute. That one's a. Now our fairy count is on the low end. Well, 7 fairies is not that low. Let's try it out like this. See if a consistent black-red deck is better than going all out on our rares. We'll try. And also black-red, to the surprise of no one who has been paying attention to Wilds of Eldraine Limited, is the strongest color combination. That said, our removal is admittedly not too strong. Sure, we have a good mix of early and late removal. Also, we don't have a way to splash for Immodane's Recruiter. I guess I'll sneak in that Plains later. Oh, and this is targets, so I can just make the rat token if there is no good targets. So I can just make the Voracious Vermin turn 3, turn 4, Recruiter plus Rat out. It's very unlikely our opponent's going to drop an X1 at this point. Spending 3 mana. Also, okay, I guess our opponent is. Yeah, let's just play the Voracious Vermin. Yeah, now I want to fit. We do have space for 1 plane, so I'm going to try to fit that. It's a shame that that's our only air quotes white card, but I will keep it. So next turn we have multiple options, like I could do Recruiter Rat out, or I could just do Taken by Nightmares. It really depends what our opponent drops here. They have to play something by this point. And it's a Picnic Ruiner. Rat out good. Well, if they block, they might also have a Spell Slider, so actually gonna just swing with the rat. just gonna take it. Cool. Baron Naughty. No, the other trick is, let's say our opponent's gonna go for a creature power 4 greater just to get this double strike. We could just rat it out, reduce it some PT. Baron Naughty would still be able to block. Never mind. Actually, let's do a double check. Nope. We have a sane opponent. They did build a proper deck. Did they just shove all 5 colors in? Now, granted, I'm also, yeah. Actually, that is a good reminder for us. We're going to add that 1 planes. Yeah, we have a lot. We only have 1 double red. Lots of double. 9/6. Technically, I could go 8. We have a Grabby Giant for Treasure, but that's about it. So this technically is a 9/8/1, 9/8/2, or I could go for a 10/7, which is. Now let's just do a 9. Let's do a 9/8 for now. Now that is basically making Evolving Wilds count for everything, but that is what it is. Nice Restless Spark. Okay. We will try to play 1 game with the triple color monstrosity. See if we can make it work. But my experience, lacking Prophetic Prisms, it's a no. It's gonna be my 3rd time playing with Gruff Triplets in Limited, and okay, so definitely Dream Thief turn 1, turn 2 probably just hold the rat out. Surveil. No, I definitely want the Edgewall pack. If it was another land, not too sure. Opponent goes Frostbridge Guard. Now, I could rat out and just block with the Dream Thief. That would be an option. Opponent probably has a way out to it, but that's fine. I can just block first. Then just do the -1/-1 afterwards. Let's make them cast something. They're definitely holding up a trick. I'm actually okay with them using up a trick here. That it's not protection, we will still get our rat in the process. If it's a pump spell, that means, no big deal. I just traded a 1/1 for a pump. Oh, they're actually letting it go. That's fine too. So now we want our double black for Taken by Nightmares. But I can see 1 rat becoming a young hero at this point. At least landing the Edgewall pack gives us something to do. Hopeful Vigils makes a knight. I'm suspecting a spell stutter. The rat catcher trait. Okay, no spell stutter. That's Scream Puff online. And the rat becomes heroic. This rat will grow quite big for a while. It sure can't block, but it is what it is. We do want to hit opponent passing. Okay. We'll swing again. Opponent probably has a response. I might be more incentivized to just very Dream Thief because we do want to hit our 2nd black. Exile up to 1 other target non-fox creature. Sure, they're gonna exile the big rat. They're gonna eat another rat. That's fine. We at least got it out of the way, and it was at a very low cost for the most part. Let's just play the Edgewall pack. Now, Taken is nice. We don't control. If we, yeah, we're basically waiting for one more mana for these big guys. Black mana preferably. Opponent goes freeze in place. Might start swinging, but also might just hold back because they are not exactly winning the damage race. Yeah, that's good. That's the expected one. Let's just play this. We'll play Voracious Vermin. This way, we can now start swinging with our rats again. We don't exactly have a gnawing crescendo, but we now it does pose another threat on board. Again, if our opponent swings with Bodyguard, we'll probably take. We really need to consider Ooh. Okay, we did not hit that one. So I have two options. I can either do Very Dream Thief Ratcatcher Trainee. I can also just play the Scream Puff. Let's do this one. Okay, we hit the Baronaki, that's fine. Now, if our opponent swings with this, yeah, this becomes a 4/4. We're gonna be taking damage. That's fine. It only taps it, and our opponent does not. That's a problem with the white-blue deck. If you're going for the tap effects, it's what we would call an A+B deck. You need to have both components. Ice Rod Sentry is good in that you did not need both components. You could get away with just oh, you're not taking? Super sus. I'm still taking. Okay, we did hit our second black, so not gonna be able. We can only cast one spell no matter what we do. This is instant speed though, so this does have first strike. I'm gonna swing like I'm gonna swing with everything. I'm gonna see what happens. Okay, opponent's just gonna eat a rat. I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that trade. Let's actually wait for our opponent to do something. I'm pretty sure holding up this much mana means our opponent does have something on the back foot. And just end the turn. We're probably now more suspicious than our opponent is. Opponent plays a Frostbridge guard. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it on the Bodyguard because you can just sack to gain 2 life. Hold on a second. Hello? Wait. Okay. Okay, sige. Okay lang, sige. Okay. Okay, sige. Okay, so it looks like I do have to do a delivery. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something later. So let's just do this now. Organ. Opponent was sitting on combat tricks. Now we're gonna force them to have actual answers. The theory is that if they're unlikely to be able to do well, there's the answer, but will they have a creature to block? Anyway, after this is gonna be a spliced video because Ooh, they do have something to block with. Yeah, this is a trade I'm willing to make. I could also just, let's see. I would love to slam these two, but that's 8 mana. Let's just do this. Yeah, that's it. So right after, so I'm gonna have to redo this. I guess I could just try to go for one more quick match. Yeah, let's see. I think I'll have time to do for one more. If it pans out, it pans out. No, I actually want to. Yeah, I think I'll have to splice this video because I'm gonna have to go out for a while. No, you know what? Let's do one more. I think we can do it really quickly. Some, yeah. So yeah, if you're wondering what's up, basically I need to repair. I need to do repairs to the car. Basically, we actually had a tire blowout on the highway yesterday. That's what it kind of affected my stream schedule. But more importantly, everyone is okay. We did not get hurt in a really bad accident. That's the good news. A lot of people helped out, so that I could not ask for more. Anyway, so we got Rat out to supplement the Grabby Giant to supplement the bargain if we have to. Definitely keeping this hand, especially after our opponent. Oh no, I pressed mulligan. I guess we're in vet. I guess we're keeping this mulligan now. That was a bummer. What did I do? I talked myself into a really bad play. Good thing we did draw a double fairy dream thief. Probably so we do need a red source now, so we're actually gonna bin that. Elvish Archivist. There's our red source. I think it's good. I think it's good enough to take out. We probably don't need another swamp at this point. That was a very bad misclick. And opponent has Greta, so we might be in trouble. Yeah, I'm already starting to regret this decision. Next turn, we can hold one Fairy Dream Thief back and then just go Stingblade Assassin. We'll do that. Let's hide the white. Also, this is not completely suspicious. Our opponent might think we're just holding back to do a block surveil. Opponent's gonna just probably sack it, draw a card, lose a life, which makes the most sense. Also note that if things go really bad, I could just drop Stingblade Assassin as a blocker. Not ideal, but it's not the worst. Sure. Sure, we take more damage. That is what it is. Let's see what their follow-up play is. Okay, maybe they have a royal treatment, which would be awkward, but we have to go for it. We kind of put ourselves in the back foot. There's a royal treatment. Oh, not dead after all. That was quite wicked. I'll have to give them props for that. So we can hit them for 4. Hit them for 5. Start racing. Yeah, I'm gonna hold back. Well, this is just draw card, lose a life, so we're kind of fine with that. Opponent probably gonna just deal 4. There's no reason for them to deal. Now the question is, can they start catching up? They're technically on 13 life if they don't draw a card. 9 life if they do. get really greedy, but I suspect they won't. Also, having trample makes this a really bad blocker, but we can still take out. So they're going for this one. Can't sacrifice it, that's fine. Yeah, that's... Okay, there's a Feed the Cauldron, so it's mana value 3 or less, so we're not taking up the Fox. We can shatter the Oath. So we have multiple options. As it is, this is gonna... Like, I can do this, take out Greta, so that's taking 6 and we gain... Or likewise, I can... Yeah, this one's better. We take this, attach a Wicked Roll here. Now, if our opponent has a Sweet Tooth Witch, we're dead. So there is that risk. What it is? Let's see. Do they have the Sweet Tooth Witch? No, they're swinging now. They might still have the Sweet Tooth Witch. They didn't pay for this. Also, wait, Sweet Tooth Witch is 3 life. Yeah, that should... They have something. Feed the Cauldron. It will generate a food token for them. Now, this one, if it's your turn, create a food token, so I kind of want to do that. And yeah, might as well do that now. It's a mana value check, so pumping it will not do anything. They could... Yeah, they're just going to gain the life. That makes sense. So likewise, we can also gain the life. So we're gonna hold, but we're gonna hold back on the food token. Now we could still be dead if our opponent has a Titanic Growth. So far, that's a no. Sack this. Let's see. Did they get us? Is there? No, there's not. He might have a removal spell. Sting Blade. Thankfully, the Wicked Roll at least dings them for 1. And we can Scream Puff our way to this. Opponent could still have hard removal. Toadstool Admirer, that's not hard. They could start pumping it, sure. So... I'm going to force a chump block here. Now, we don't have lifelink, but we can still pump it. Let's make sure not to fire Devouring Sugar Maw. That is not going to do it. We're going to just attack on the air. And there we go. We got our third game. So if I ever do another video for this, it will be to feature the green blue splash white monstrosity. See if we can make it work. But honestly, consistency is much better in this format if you can. If I don't get back to that, if I'm not able to splice that here, that means that will be the end of this episode. If you like, and well, and here we are back. Well. If you're watching this, that means I have decided to continue. I managed to find some time to continue this video. Now, we did get our 3 wins very quickly with just straight black-red. The white there is literally just for 1 adventure spell. But we did open a lot of... But our sealed pool gave us a lot of rares in blue, green. So we're going to take a look at those. We've already proven that, for the most part, the consistency is really important. But here, let's see if we can get away with just being... And also of note, I did not even get to cast Decadent Dragon in those 3 games. So we're gonna take a look at see if we can get away with just raw power. So Gruff Triplets, Loose Mother, those are the 2 key rares that we open. So we're definitely looking for ways to cast. So Brave the Wilds, Utopia Sprawl, Double Root Rider Fawn, Return to the Wilds. We're gonna add the Elusive Otters. We're kind of in green blue already at this point. I'm thinking of adding 1 up the Beanstalk, but that one we'll figure out later. Killed Vanguard, Sky Beast Tracker. Already you can see there is a problem with this deck. It's very flat. Most of our good stuff is really on this back end here. Our two drops are literally just for mana fixing, so it's already kind of sketchy. We definitely have to. We'll take a look at our blue, but we definitely want to add white. Yeah, we add more 4 drops. It does give us some removal, but we're definitely going to white at this point. Alternately, we can go into blue-black instead. So that just... Okay, here's another rare, Extraordinary Jury. You're already seeing the problem here. Double green, triple green, double blue. Our blue is really not exciting, so you might actually end up going blue-black altogether. Though that is worth in theory. Let's take a look at that. We did get triple barrel naughty, though that does make the green part very awkward. If it does give us access to Feed the Cauldron, gives us access to Voracious Vermin, taken by Nightmares. We kind of have a deck if we add black, but now black is our main color, so that actually it does make the whole thing very awkward as well. Let's go with the theory that if we went with white, if we went with blue and white instead. So let's take a look at our white cards. So Sir Armand, we're definitely going to run this if we're going to go that far. Might as well run the Treadbind Clicks as well. We get some early 2 drops are nice, 1 additional piece of removal. Yeah, triple break the spell kind of ruins it for us here. Might as well run the Discerning Financier. Slumbering Keep Guard, no, it's not worth it. We will be forced to run the Snare Master Sprites. So, Diminisher Witch, Gadwick's First Duel, into the Fake Court. That's our 23. Let's suggest our lands, add our Evolving Wilds. Would we add Crystal Grotto? We probably would have to, but we have a nice 15-8. We do have a bit of a interesting split here. If I cut the Extraordinary Journey, I could probably get away with I could probably get away with 7 forests, since we probably want to have that lineup. The thing with Extraordinary Journey, you want to be casting adventures, and we did not even the only adventure we mainboarded was the Elusive Otter at this, and Stormkilled Vanguard. Probably what we could do is we could cut 1 Sir Armand, but I would want it to be another green drop, and I guess we can go up to Beanstalk, 14-9. We also have plenty of enchantments, so probably a good argument for Ice Out to go along with our Diminisher Witch. But that's yet another double blue card. I'm already considering cutting double blue rather than keeping double blue. Anyway, we're doing this for the experiment, so we'll try to see if this pans out or not. We'll probably play only 1 game of this, but I am already super doubtful. We will have to mulligan. A lot of hands we will be forced to mulligan just to make this work. And I am not liking the idea of how to make this work as it is. Anyway, so let's take a look and see how this particular game goes. So at least we can go Brave. Well, this is probably the best possible hand we can ask for. Brave the Wilds into Up the Beanstalk. We got our splash color. Actually, we're kind of evenly split, so it does scare me. The problem is Do I'm more like, do I want to cast Elusive Other turn 1? So let's see. We definitely want to attach a monster roll. We're gonna get our double green first. Next turn, we probably go up the beanstalk. It'll be super rare if our opponent gives us something to bear down to. Opponent actually opens into Bramble Familiar, so kind of the worst case scenario for us. Yeah, let's have some Bramble up the beanstalk. So opponent actually gets to ramp, we don't. We probably might have been better off playing this turn 1, although we're actually thankful our opponent's also kind of on slow boat as well. Yeah, they're even holding this back. I'm gonna name blue here. So we got green, blue, 1, 2. That still nets us only 3 mana. But it does give us something to do. And yeah. So next turn we probably 1, 2, 3, 4. Opponent going for Devouring Sugar Maw. They actually had the double black, so taking out the Prophetic Prism was a good call. Forcing them to use it. They were not going to get the double black right away, but at least we were able to snipe some things. Opponent probably sitting on a ton of removal, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have 5 mana right now. This is another target creature, so ideally I want to play Skybeast Tracker first. I could go Tracker into Otter. Not the best. We're definitely going to be taking damage from here. We're also going to be seeing if our opponent does have the double black for Devouring Sugar Maw. Opponent had a much better triple color start. Opponent did have a second. Yeah, this is, if you want to go triple color, you really want these Prophetic Prisms. And the Scarecrow Guide, so our opponent is really dedicated to it. Now, our opponent also does have the mana to float this one, so we're actually going to just take. So Root Rider Fawn came a bit late, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can just cast this one. Let's force our opponent to have the removal spell. And now I could swing with Skybeast Tracker. It will probably eat. Yeah. If our opponent was going to chump block it, we get to eat the familiar. That's not going to happen. Let's see if our opponent goes for Devouring Sugar Maw. They're more likely to go for a kill spell though. In which case, I would do Sir Armand. If they don't, we would do Sir Armand and Stormkilled Vanguard, but questionable if that sticks. We likewise have options with, say, Hope. No, opponent's just going for the Sugar Maw. They might not have the removal spell. We're swimming in options. We got 7 mana. So I can put this on the Otter, make it a 5/4. Yeah, I think I will do that. Reason being, this becomes unblockable unless our opponent decides to. If our opponent, yeah, if our opponent wants to block, they will have to sacrifice one first. Yep, they're going for that. So we get to trade the Otter for the Scavenger, which I'm fine with. Opponent's now just gonna tap that down, so they don't have a big creature anymore. Cast your next instant or sorcery spell, so ooh, they get to bounce it back. Nice. Yeah, kind of awkward seeing the token floating. But now we can keep swinging with this one. Our opponent does have a stockpiling celebrant to block with. What we are now on the lookout for is an instant or sorcery to cast. We don't have that many to begin with also. A way to enchant is also nice, though we barely have any of them. Opponent going stockpiling celebrant again. Bouncing the Prophetic Prism. Okay. So they could do Prism to draw a card into Sugar Moss. So they're really trying to scry their way out. I think it's also trying to present enough trump blockers for a Stormkill Vanguard. I would never mind. Opponent conceded. I was gonna say that I was prepared to swing with the entire team anyway, but yeah, somehow. And to think that of all the rares that we were talking about, we only landed the elusive Otter. It barely did anything. That makes it another important lesson. Especially in draft. You have to draft the deck. You want to draft your deck around your rares, but you also want to draft in a way that if you don't hit your rares, you still have a decent chance of winning. Oh, there we go. That's going to be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time. Take care, God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. And personally, even with that win, my conclusion is still the same. If you don't have a way to prioritize your mana, prioritize your consistency. Take care and God bless. Have a great day, everyone.